Tired of the same generic fantasy tropes? We have unearthed the hidden magic. Here are 7 incredibly underrated fantasy anime you absolutely need to watch. We begin with number 7, a playthrough of a certain dude's VRMMO life. 38-year-old Taichi Tanaka logs into a brand new virtual reality game called One More Free Life Online. Seeking a relaxing escape from his demanding corporate job, he deliberately selects skills deemed completely useless by the mainstream gaming community. From mastering basic archery to brewing potions and cooking ordinary meals, Taichi embraces a slow paced virtual existence. However, his unconventional skill combinations unexpectedly transform him into an incredibly powerful player. His casual gaming sessions soon attract massive attention, forcing this ordinary guy forward. What makes this series brilliant is its grounded approach to virtual escapism. Instead of an intense survival narrative, we get a highly relatable adult protagonist who just wants to chill. The show finds immense charm in mundane tasks, turning crafting and cooking into genuinely thrilling achievements. It perfectly captures the therapeutic feeling of exploring an open world without rushing the main quest. You will love watching Taichi accidentally shatter the meta while simply trying to enjoy his relaxing weekend. Number 6. Quality Assurance in Another World. Haga is a dedicated quality assurance tester working inside a fully immersive fantasy game. Unlike typical heroes who defeat demon lords or save kingdoms, his actual job involves repeatedly jumping against walls and interacting with villagers to document system glitches. When the game world begins experiencing severe technical malfunctions, Haga must navigate broken physics and corrupted artificial intelligence to protect the innocent, non-playable characters. He forms a party to debug the collapsing reality before the entire simulated universe permanently crashes down around them. This anime offers an incredibly fresh spin on the overused alternate world genre. By treating magic and monsters as literal programming errors, it turns standard tropes into hilarious technical hurdles. The mystery behind why the developers abandoned this world keeps the plot moving at an engaging pace. It is deeply fascinating to watch a protagonist solve massive problems using developer exploits rather than brute strength. This is a brilliant love letter to gaming culture that demands your immediate attention. Number 5. Dahlia in Bloom. Crafting a fresh start with magical tools. After dying from overwork in her previous life, Dahlia is reincarnated into a magical realm where she learns the art of creating magical tools from her father. When her fiancé suddenly breaks their engagement right before the wedding, Dahlia decides to stop living for others. She establishes her own independent trading company to sell her innovative magical inventions. Using her knowledge from modern Earth, she revolutionizes daily life in this fantasy kingdom by building functional appliances like waterproof coats and magical drawing machines for everyone. This empowering series is a spectacular breath of fresh air. Watching a protagonist overcome heartbreak by throwing herself into passionate entrepreneurship is deeply inspiring. The show swaps massive magical battles for satisfying business negotiations and clever product design. It beautifully portrays the joy of creating something useful that genuinely improves the lives of ordinary citizens. The animation perfectly captures the intricate details of her crafting process, creating a deeply relaxing yet completely addictive viewing experience from beginning to end. Number 4. No Longer Allowed in Another World. A deeply depressed literary author named Sensei is suddenly summoned to a magical world right before attempting to end his own life. While typical heroes receive legendary weapons and divine blessings to defeat evil, this miserable writer gains absolutely nothing. Sensei completely ignores his grand heroic destiny, wandering the fantasy landscape seeking only a poetic place to finally die in peace. Ironically, his profound apathy and bizarre immunity to magical persuasion end up accidentally saving the realm from multiple catastrophic threats along his unwilling journey. This dark comedy delivers phenomenal satire of modern anime tropes. The sharp contrast between the wildly enthusiastic fantasy citizens and the endlessly gloomy protagonist creates pure comedic gold. Sensei commands the screen with unmatched melancholic swagger, delivering profound philosophical monologues while monstrous dragons roar behind him. The visual direction expertly highlights the absurdity of his situation without ever breaking his somber characterization. It is a wildly entertaining masterpiece that completely deconstructs the power fantasy genre with brilliant, effortless style. Number 3, The Weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash. In a brutal fantasy world where skills dictate your absolute worth, young Ivy is born without any magical stars. Cast out by her superstitious village and hunted by her own family, she becomes a desperate fugitive. Surviving entirely by scavenging through discarded trash, she eventually tames a uniquely weak slime she names Sora. Together, this fragile duo embarks on a dangerous journey across the wilderness. Through immense kindness and clever survival tactics, Ivy slowly builds alliances and uncovers a massive conspiracy threatening the entire kingdom. This beautifully animated tale hits completely different from standard fantasy adventures. The intense vulnerability of the main character creates immediate emotional investment. Every small victory feels incredibly earned because the world is genuinely unforgiving toward weakness. The phenomenal watercolor art style creates a stunning contrast against the deeply tragic undertones of her exile. It is an absolutely captivating story about resilience, finding worth outside societal expectations, and discovering that even the smallest actions can reshape the entire world forever. Number 2, Secrets of the Silent Witch. Monica Everett is a magical prodigy who mastered voiceless spellcasting solely because she was too painfully shy to speak incantations aloud in front of people. Despite becoming one of the legendary Seven Sages, she lives in total isolation to avoid social interaction. Her peaceful hermitage shatters when she is ordered to secretly protect the kingdom's second prince at a prestigious magical academy. Forced to infiltrate the school as an ordinary student, this anxious genius must juggle deadly assassins, noble politics, and mandatory public speaking assignments. This series brilliantly subverts the overpowered protagonist formula. Having a hero who possesses literal world-shattering magic, but completely shuts down during casual conversation, is endlessly entertaining. The tension comes not from whether she can defeat the villains, but whether she can do it without drawing social attention. It blends hilarious situational comedy with genuinely gripping political mystery. You will root for Monica with everything you have, hoping she survives both dark magic and terrifying classroom introductions without fainting. Number 1, Clevites. Clevites is a terrifying demonic king possessing unimaginable destructive power, universally feared across the continent. Driven by absolute disgust for human civilization, he completely obliterates a kingdom's strongest champions without breaking a sweat. However, amidst the burning rubble, a dying human survivor hands him a fragile newborn baby. Intrigued by this helpless creature, the immortal demon lord decides to spare the infant and learns to raise it. Accompanied by a former royal guard, this catastrophic monster awkwardly navigates the complex challenges of unexpected human fatherhood. This phenomenal series completely redefines the dark fantasy genre. The staggering contrast between apocalyptically violent action scenes and tender parenting moments creates a uniquely captivating viewing experience. Clevites remains utterly terrifying, making his gradual, reluctant emotional attachment to the child deeply rewarding to watch. The animation brings immense weight to both the horrific combat and the quiet, character-driven interactions. It is a bold, masterfully written masterpiece that absolutely deserves the top spot on your anime watch list today. These incredible fantasy stories prove that you do not need generic tropes to build breathtaking worlds. Whether exploring virtual realities or demonic fatherhood, each show brings unforgettable magic. Subscribe today for more hidden gems, and let us know your favorite pick in the comments section below.